Next up, we take you deep into one of Detroit's most recognized abandoned buildings, where skateboarders maneuver around intricate architecture in Jordan Garland's hashtag, a Detroit film.
The Fisher Body Plant was built in 1919, designed by late great architect Albert Kahn. A factory that once helped mobilize an entire nation now sits in ruin on the distant outskirts of Detroit's downtown. Long gone are the glory days of the plant. There is no longer tens of thousands of people in foot traffic working in unison to supply a healthy home to their middle-class families. What remains is the result of deindustrialization. What remains says more about the state of a great city than anything that's been in the media. An ominous feeling creeps up as you enter the plant. It's like walking in a distant world, or a place that's long been forgotten.
I first thought maybe we should have like a dust cover or something because, you know, you don't know what's in the air. You know, a lot of that paint is lead-based because it's an old factory.
I definitely thought this looks like it's from a movie and not something out of real life. It just doesn't seem real that something could be that abandoned. As you ascend floors, light creeps in through the window panes that span vast sections of walls. Next to none of them left unshattered. It's a harsh lesson in contrast as vibrant green plant life sprouts through so much decay. It reminds you that eventually nature takes everything back as its own. After decades of fires, lack of maintenance, and harsh weather conditions, many spots in the plant have already begun to collapse. Skateboarders and BMX riders can be seen on every floor, creating and building what they can out of the factory's remains. The most awe-inspiring sight is the result of a floor collapsing and forming a ramp on the ground below. Initially exploring the plant was based on thinking that spot was way better than it was, and then getting there and realizing it's probably the hardest thing I've ever had to skate.
I actually climbed up there, and when I stood up there, I didn't realize I was going to be standing on like this little 4-inch beam. I thought I would have like a wall to step on, but that wasn't the case, so it was a little bit rocky and shaky, but I just pushed through it.
What makes the spot so hard to skate is all the debris and the cracks and just the fact that it wasn't even meant to ever be skated in the first place.
I didn't really think it would be possible. And then we actually looked down at the ground, and he said he was going to go for it. And Mike is a savage, so he just was all right, he's going to give it a go.
We couldn't even believe that he did it, or that it even went down how it did.
Like, dude, I couldn't even bar that. I couldn't even, like...
Oh, look at this, dude. No, dude, it's this. Look, what you're standing in. It's like that. So you, yeah, you know? Sometimes you have to seek out the moments that are the most eye-opening. Sometimes you have to take the first step on the adventure to creating them yourself.
You can learn more about Hashtag, a Detroit film, and all the artists featured here today on DetroitPerforms.org.